Alright. Hey everyone, it's me, Chris from Body Nova Fitness Coaching, and I'm here to talk about NEAT. Okay, and you're probably going to hear more about this in the future because it's people are trying to use this as a strategy to help you increase your weight loss. But where the problem is for me is people you take a little bit of information, and I'll give you a good example. They'll take a little bit of information and they'll try to make that little bit of information everything. And one example would be the 10,000 steps, okay? The 10,000 steps, when you look at the research, it was not a strategy to help people lose weight. It was used to help keep people from gaining weight. So it was not, if you were trying to incorporate 10,000 steps a day into your weight loss strategy, as a standalone, it wasn't meant for that. It's more meant to be something that you do in addition to, meaning that if you, let's say you work out 3 days a week, 30 minutes weightlifting, 30 minutes cardio or something like that, that could be something that you do in your leisure, like, to increase the amount of calories that you burn and help you weight loss. But as a standalone, it's not going to last. It's not going to be a very good strategy to help you burn weight loss, help you earn large amounts of weight loss for very long, because your body's going to adapt to it very easily because it's something done at a very low intensity. So what I think, if let's say maybe 5,000 steps is walking an additional mile, that's whether you walk a mile or you run a mile, it's the same amount of calories. You still only burned 100 extra calories if you travel that. So there's where the problem lies in. So what you really want to do is you want to use that as an additional strategy as opposed to the main strategy, like most people try to do that. So that being said, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, that's what NEAT stands for. So when I look at NEAT in its classic sense, if I'm just literally dissecting the words, it's ways to burn extra calories, but I don't include walking and things like that in there, so I need to kind of rewire the way I think on this topic here. But anyway, that being said, there's about 7 main ways to do that. And of course, the number one is you can take the stairs instead of using the elevator. Again, you're burning more energy climbing the stairs. Very simple. More energy being expended, easier to get weight loss. All right. Standing desk, of course you're standing up. When they use these strategies, it's anything that's not lying down resting. Okay, so of course taking the stairs will burn more energy. Standing desk will burn more energy, and if you're normally sitting, the standing desk will burn more energy, and it's also supposed to be better for your posture. So when people eventually run into problems with their flexibility and the problems with their back, standing desk is also pretty good for that. Okay. Break up your day. Some people will try to walk in the middle of their day, try to get physically active in the middle of their day, doing little things, and that would be another way of increasing this activity. All right. Running errands. Of course, if you're going out of town, if you're running around going to stores, again, you're doing more walking, you're doing more standing, you're not sitting, unless you're one of those people who likes to use the little motorized cart to get around when you should be walking. If you are, shame on you, okay? Doing chores, again, you're not sitting down like I am here, you're doing activity, okay? So, you're cleaning, you're picking things up, you're putting them away, you're folding clothes, things like that. All of those are, things that will increase the amount of calories that you expend. So before you have to go in and perform more workouts or more strenuous workouts or anything like this, you can increase the calories that you burn just by getting busy and doing the things that you should be doing. All right. Parking further away, again, if you park further away, you have to walk. You have to walk further and expend more calories before you get to your car. Some people would even take this a step further. If they use public transportation, they would get off a stop earlier, and then they would walk. They would walk into work, traveling a further distance, which is fine. Clue number 7, that's ice baby. This is something that I think of when I think of NEAT, just by dissecting the words, because you're not creating more movement. And that, I call it ice baby. And me being the Californian that I am, and I'm out here in Oklahoma, and like this past week it was 30 or below, or 40 and below, and being very cold, and I'm running around a lot. It's shivering. Okay, so your body is shivering because it's making you produce more heat, okay, to try to keep you warm, okay. So shivering is a great it's great for increasing the amount of calories that you burn. But of course, if you're shivering, you're probably, in most cases, you're probably a little bit uncomfortable. So that's things to think about. And with a lot of the programs, it's something that you include extra in the program. It's not going to be your main strategy if you expect it to work long or expect it to bring you large amounts of fat loss. And especially if you're in a hurry, it's something that you add to it. You do your weight training, you do your high intensity weight training, maybe your higher intensity cardio, and then you go to your, you dig into your NEAT activities to help you get a little bit more, more fat loss, or help you burn more calories, which may result in more weight loss and also improve your health.